Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I am here to do an updated review for you today. And it is on this cutie, the Chanel Coco Handle in the iridescent white caviar leather. If you're interested in seeing this bag after 3 years of use, then continue watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Emily and I love handbags. I do handbag unboxing reviews, comparisons. I also love fashion, travel, luxury. So if you like any or all of those things, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. I get a lot of questions about how my handbags hold up, especially after the unboxing videos or even the updated videos. I get little comments here and there. So I figured I'd give you an update on any bags that I notice any changes to. I figured if I did an updated review of a bag that hasn't changed, it'd be kind of boring. So I kind of just reserve the further updated reviews for bags that I actually see a change in. So if you've been here before, you'll know that I usually do my unboxing videos, and after about 2 months, I do the updated review of that bag. But after that, it becomes up to the bag if there's any wear and tear for me to do an updated video. Although I will do an updated review video if you requested, or a comparison video if you requested. So leave it in the comments below. All right, what is this bag? This is my Coco Handle. When I bought it, it was called the mini Coco Handle, but since they have created a smaller version of this, so this has now been called the small. It was confusing because at a time this was the mini and then the smaller version was the extra mini. But as I understand, currently this is now the small size, and then the one that is down from this is called the mini. So just to clear things up, I'll just measure this so that you could tell what size this actually is. Across the bottom, which is wider than the top, it's about 9 inches. Maybe, yeah, about 9 inches. And the height of this bag is about 5.25 inches. And the depth is 3 inches. That's a rough estimate of what the sizing of this looks like. From what I've gathered, that actually matches up to the small size. So as of 2022, currently when I could find this, this is considered the small mini Coco Handle, and it is currently retailing for $5,100 US, just putting it out there. If you like the mini version, so one size down from this, it is $4,800. The medium is $5,500, and then the large is $5,900. I'll try to put all of the measurements down in the description box below so that you can refer to them if you're interested. And weighing this bag empty with the strap that's currently tucked inside, it is about 20 ounces. So in case you're interested in how much this weighs, I wouldn't say it's a particularly heavy bag, but I wouldn't say it's light either. The construction of this particular bag is in caviar leather, which is their treated calfskin leather. It is in the chevron print, as you can see. There are Coco handles in the quilted pattern, as well as some special designed patterns. This one does have the same iridescent white caviar leather handle. As you can see, some of their older styles do come with exotic skin, which Chanel no longer does. The bottom of this bag does have 4 feet in silver hardware, just the same as the CC turn lock in the front, and the hooks on the top of this bag for the chain that I'll show you in just a bit. The sides are folded in like this, and then the back there is a Mona Lisa pocket that is also in the chevron print. The turn lock of this bag is like their usual classic flaps. You open it like this, and it's a top handle that flips open like this. I do store my bags with the felt to protect... Oh, hi Chester. You want to say hi? Come on over. Come over here. Come on. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. He has his Christmas sweater on. All right, come back. Okay, so where was I? I do store it with the felt to protect the indentation caused from the top. And when I'm using it, then obviously I take all this out, but I also have the original packaging in here. I do take really good care of my bags just to make sure that they don't get damaged when I'm not using it. But here is the strap. This strap does have the same leather strip as the rest of the bag, and then the chain is also much thinner than the usual classic flap chains, but it does have the same metal woven through those silver chain. At the end there is a clasp, and this clasp does have the CC embossing in it. as you can see. And this hooks into the top of this bag right here, and also on this side right here. And so you can now wear it on the shoulder. For me, I am 5'1", so it works really well for my height. Let me scoot back. If you wear crossbody, it is a little tight even for me, but I could do that if I'm running and I really need to have this secure. But for most people, I think this will be rather difficult because it is a short chain. It is removable, not adjustable, so you could put in a different chain to lengthen it if you want. The smaller size, which is now called the mini Coco Handle, does have a longer strap. It is a smaller bag, but has a longer strap, so that goes better for crossbody wear. This bag I've generally used, I would say, for running errands during the day, but I also use it for events. Because of its iridescent color and charm and the size, it does make it for a very good evening bag as well. If I wanted to, I can just keep it on the crook of my arm and I could bring it as a little kind of clutch bag. It is actually quite large for what it is. It doesn't look too big, but it can fit a ton. I can fit my phone, I can fit my sunglasses, I can fit like my card wallet. So let me just show you. Here's like a pair of sunglasses. It fits no problem into the front of this bag. The front compartment is a little bigger than the rest, so you can see that the back compartment is actually really small. There's also a middle compartment where you can put your cards. You can kind of slide in your cards right there. But yeah, the main compartment in the front does fit actually quite a bit. The back, not so much, but you can fit a card holder in here. So you can see the card holder fits in there, sunglasses, and then you can put a lot of other items in there. So surprisingly, this bag fits quite a bit, and I do really like it for that because it's compact, it looks small, so I could dress it up, but I can also still fit a ton of stuff. I think over the course of the year, I probably have worn this maybe 24 times or something like that, maybe a couple dozen times. I cannot keep track of it, but I know I do reach for this. There are some bags I definitely don't reach for, and there are some bags that I use like almost every single day. This isn't one of them. This is the one that's kind of in between. So I do bring it out whenever I want to dress up or I want to do something special, nice, and this bag is definitely one that I would grab for. So I do know that I get a good amount of use on it. I've had this bag for 3 years now, and the first year, I think when I did the updated review, I haven't seen too many wear. I think I mentioned there was like one scuff, which I was able to buff out eventually. I have some like leather conditioner and I use a soft cloth and I was able to buff it out. Since then, it's been, you know, 2 more years, and I have seen more, but I was also able to buff it out. So if I remove this chain, right here where this hook and this chain meet, there I have seen some darkening from the rubbing of this. And let's see if I could find it. I have removed it since, but that is one wear point that I noticed, and that's kind of expected because you have this metal piece rubbing against the leather. Another area where I've noticed wear is the inside of this flap. So I'm gonna try to show you right there. There is, I don't know, a darkening right there. I've tried to like rub it out and it has come out a little bit, but because of the iridescent nature, I think it's really hard to get rid of. So I don't know if you can see it. I mean, because it's iridescent, it's also easy to hide. Like depending on the angle, you kind of lose it. But if I hold it at a certain angle, you can see that there is this, and I'm not able to buff it out. I think that's the one that I've shown you in the first video, the first updated review video. Some new spots that I have found are here. This is one. Again, I try to buff it out already and it's lightened up, but it was darker. So there's one right there. There are some wear on the corners. So as you can see here, the leather has definitely kind of faded a little bit, but it's by no means broken the barrier, but you could tell that compared to the rest of the bag, there is a darkening here, and it is also less pebbled, like textured. That was the back corner. The front corner, there is also some wear now on this area right here. Again, it did darken a little bit as I had expected because it does hit things, but I have buffed it out as much as I can. This corner looks pretty good, and then this last corner, not too bad either. The bottom of the bag still looks really great. I think the feet has helped, although sometimes it does like dome out, so the feet don't really touch it, but I think it definitely helps to have the feet there. The handle, which I do hold quite a bit, I don't put a twilly on this. Even though I do hold it quite a bit, there are no wears that I could see, no color transfer. And then the shoulder strap, which I do use quite a bit on, you know, my shoulder, any jackets, there is no wear, there's no scuffing and no issues. The rest of the bag, no issues. The turn lock here, also no big issues that I could see. There is no scuffing on the metal there, and then even this bottom piece, there's no wear there. The inside, even though it's a beige interior, I don't see any wear and tear. I don't really put anything directly in here that is dark or leaky. I do take pretty good care of that, so therefore I don't see anything. And then this bottom piece, I don't see anything that jumps out at me either. So besides the ones I pointed out, and even the ones that I did end up pointing out and seeing, I was able to buff most of it away as I go. I did think about not doing that so I could show you, but I didn't want it to stain the bag. So as soon as I, you know, see it, I would get rid of it. And I think that's the best practice, is after every use, you know, you kind of just check it out. And if there are wear, there are stains, there are scuffs, you take care of it right away. I don't store this in its dust bag. I don't store it in a box. I kind of store it on my shelf, away from the light. And again, like I said before, I do have that felt that sits right here to protect it from indentation. The strap is removed and placed on the inside, so that's how it's stored. And yeah, even using it, you know, about a couple dozen times, you know, 20, 30 times, I don't see any big issues, and I've had it for now 3 years. So I have gotten questions why I decided to get a white bag and how that, you know, was a dangerous choice. I did know going in that lighter color bags are generally more problematic, especially if you were to see wear compared to like a black leather bag. But I was hoping that because it was caviar leather, it would wear easier, better. I do know that iridescent leathers do have more problems when it comes to stains and removing them. So that is one thing I wanted to point out in case you guys are thinking about it. Even though I have this bag for 3 years, for the amount of wear that I've gotten from it, I would say it's pretty good, and I think it is worth it. I don't know if I would get another white bag on purpose, but if I did fall in love with a white bag, I wouldn't shy away from it because of how light it is. I will be careful though, because it is a light color, so I do take a little bit extra care of this one versus some of my black leather bags. I do think that if you are interested in a light color bag, you should go for it, with the knowledge that you do have to maybe give it a little bit extra TLC after each use. I have a lot of Chanel bags in my collection now. Maybe I'll do an updated handbag collection video, but I do have a lot, and I've been collecting for many years, so I am fortunate to have a good collection. Still not a huge collection compared to some other people, but I thought a white bag would be a good addition to that collection because I don't want just all black colored bags or dark colored bags, so hence why that decision was made, in case you were interested in the thought process. This was from the 19K collection, which was Karl Lagerfeld's last collection, and because it was the K collection, it was the fall winter, so this seemed like a really fitting color, you know, iridescent white, kind of wintry snow feel. So anyway, I saw it on the shelf and I immediately wanted it. So that's how this came home with me. It was one of those that I kind of just saw it and I really fell in love with it. So yeah, I feel like once you have that feeling towards a bag, you just kind of have to go for it. So I'm hoping that this video was helpful. It was informative in case you were looking for a light colored bag. I certainly do have other light colored bags in my collection if you wanted to get updated reviews on that as well. I only update, like I said, because I did notice those wears, whereas all of my other Chanel bags that are other colors, I've not noticed the wear. That fact alone does point that lighter bags do get a little bit more wear, but it's not unmanageable. If you have any further questions that I did not cover here, do leave it in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful or enjoyable, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!